live video weekend. Today I'm here on YouTube. Yesterday was TikTok. Thursday was Facebook. And tomorrow we are ending on Instagram. So if you want to check out my other lives, go ahead and do so. I posted the TikTok live on my channel here on YouTube yesterday because I love the messages so much that I was like, yeah, these need to be somewhere else too. The Facebook Live is available on my Facebook page for 30 days. And this one obviously is going to be posted here on my channel. So you can always watch the replays. If you want to join me live tomorrow on Instagram, please do. Make sure you follow all my pages to get updates and to get access to my live videos. All right, so today I wanted to say we have a very special guest. I mean, kind of. We have very special messages today from Mother Earth, channeling directly from Mother Earth, and she's going to lend us her guidance, tell us whatever it is she wants us to know, and we'll go from there. I will have personal card pulls available at the end for a small donation of $5. I can drop my Venmo link in the chat in just a second. And we'll just kind of wait for everybody to join. Okay. Hello, Joe Soames. What's up, Drew? Gonna wait a little bit for other people to join. Trying to figure out how I can leave a comment. Wah wah. The confusion. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, good. I'm glad the dogs are there too. They'll definitely get something out of this. Okay. So I choose my cards intuitively before every reading. I choose my stones intuitively before everywhere I go. And typically I have like 5 or 6 decks that I'm using. I got like 16 crystals around me. Today in channeling Mother Earth, she was very clear and very concise. She had me pick 3 crystals and 2 decks. That's it. So that's what we're working with today. And I do see a lot of meaning in, I understand why she had me choose the crystals that she did. So we've got, I always have my selenite out, but she had me choose rose quartz, this clear quartz point, and malachite. Yes. So just going solely based off of the colors, pink is self-love, clear is clarity, seeing through illusions, and green is earth, it's love, and it's nature. It's heart chakra. And so the way she had me lay them out on my table is the rose quartz and the clear quartz facing this way, pointing directly at the malachite. So initially the message there was self-love is love for the earth, because we are all one. And clear quartz is an amplifier. So with rose quartz being at its base and it pointing towards the malachite, it's give some love to the planet, give some love to the earth, because she needs it. Okay, so that was just kind of my initial interpretation there. Let me turn my ringer off because, hello, yes. Hi, Troy, welcome. So that was the first message from Mother Earth, and also in the fact that I typically have like 5 or 6 decks and like tons of crystals around me when I do readings, and she had me choose 3 crystals and 2 decks and just keep it simple. There's the message of less is more, but also the simplicity that you find within yourself when you connect to the planet, to the earth. Um, and it's getting back to basics as well. So, yeah, those are the initial messages that I got from her when we started. Hello, Juniper. Um, yeah, let's keep it PG in the chat, please. Okay, so let's see. Let's just get right into it. Okay. I'm gonna do this actually, since I don't have a way, I can't figure out how to comment. I'm going to have one of the people who has my personal, not personal, my my Venmo. So let me see, either Drew or Juniper maybe. If you have me on Venmo, if you could share my link in the comments so that people can claim their personal card pulls. So we're going to get into the collective messages from the earth, and then you will have the opportunity to get a personal card pull, messages from Mother Earth herself, for just a small $5 donation to me on Venmo, The Authentic Heart. If one of my trusted friends would be able to share that for me, I'd be very grateful. If not, no pressure. So let's get into it. Okay. So, let's get a couple more here. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay. So, our overall energy is the cave with sanctuary. And so, this immediately is, I mean, when you think about being in a cave, you're surrounded by earth, you're surrounded by rock and dirt and everything else. And so, this is solitude. So, she's encouraging us to embrace the time that we have with ourselves. This is very similar to the collective messages from the animals yesterday, which is posted on my channel if you want to go watch that. Um, but this is her saying it's so sacred. Your connection to yourself is so very sacred, and that's where everything begins. That is where you find the guidance and intuition that you've been asking for. It's where you find love for yourself, the love that you can then channel into other places and let it branch out. Um, so that is where she wants us to begin. This is the overall energy here. So she wants us to be connected to ourselves, to be connected to everything else. This is where everything starts, is within us. Um, that's okay, Juniper. If it doesn't work, that's totally fine. I'm not overly worried about it. I'm trying to get this card to stand. So that is our overall energy of being with ourselves, connecting with ourselves to connect with everything and everyone else. Because it's this energy of needing to understand. So it's wanting to connect with such deep authenticity to attract others that are like ourselves, to build this sense of community. This is like almost exactly what the animals were talking about too. And this is I guess what nature as a whole is trying to move us towards, is this idea of community life, community, sharing everything that we can in community, but with like-minded, like-hearted, like-souled individuals. And how we do that is we figure out exactly who we are as individuals. so that we can show up in a way that's authentic to us and attract other people who share that level of authenticity. Because this is where the world is moving. This is where the world is moving, is towards a collective that not only enjoys but desires and thrives in community. Okay, so let's get into the rest of the messages. We have the stone people, vigilance. So this is kind of like where we are. She's saying this is where we are. We are in this place of stillness, but there's a rigidity in humanity right now. There's a lot of people who are willing to be stuck in their ways, to not grow and change and evolve with the times as we need to. And that's where we need to move out of. And what is our gateway, our key to moving out of that is passion. This is how we unlock ourselves. That's how we unlock our relationship to everything else and what our authentic expression is through our passions. That's where we are going to discover the key to getting to this new way of being, which is ultimately so much more aligned with the world around us, with nature, with the animals. This is how we connect to not only ourselves more deeply, but other people and our pursuits, our endeavors. And this is a deep, with passion comes motivation and action. So it's almost like the world is giving us things to be passionate about and to start driving our energy towards and into. Because we can't be stuck in our ways if we want to evolve into the new ways of being. We have to allow ourselves to be moldable like clay, like mud. We have to form to the new energies that are being presented to planet Earth herself. Okay, and I love that right after passion is focus. Focus. So this is, what are you, I love this card so much for a lot of reasons, but the little light trail that's coming out of the amethyst crystal cave here is guiding you towards something better. Oh, we started with the cave, right? So this is almost like a sequence of events. So we are in this cave of solitude, of introspection, getting to know ourselves. This is where it all begins. And then we're moving into seeing where the rest of the world is at, seeing what's going on around us. And something about that connects us to a part of ourselves that is very passionate about something. And that passionate is almost like, see the way that this person is blowing the fire, directing the flames. That passion is directing us towards where our energy is best served and where we need to be directing ourselves and our energy. And that is what is going to lead us out of the cave. That's what's going to lead us out of the cave. Okay. Yeah. All right, and then that leads us into the mountain. The mountain. This is where we find strength in numbers. This is where we discover the truth about what it is to be in community, what it is to be connected to others. Because a mountain range it's not just one giant mountain, right? They're all kind of intertwined. So this is our ability to stand tall in what we believe in, to stand firm while the winds blow around us, while the waves crash at our feet. This is our ability to. I just see a bunch of people standing in a circle holding hands and sending love to everything that exists on this planet. And that is kind of the key. That's kind of what Mother Earth's messages started with at the beginning, with the crystals, with rose quartz. Um, it's love. It's love. And then the malachite and the green and the heart chakra energy, it's all about love. It's self-love. It's love for others. It's compassion. It's love for the planet. It's love for the universe. And that is kind of where we are coming into. And that is what we are going to be rooted in and grounded in. Okay, let's clarify these cards now. Yes. Green heart chakra for Gaia. All right. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. Don't give up. I can see that here with that clarifying the vigilance card. Okay. Don't give up. You deserve more. We deserve more. If you can dream it, it can come true. So if you want better for yourself and better for everybody in their lives, this is kind of where it starts. Seeing that we deserve more, seeing that we can have better, and giving that, letting that be the passion, that sparks your actions moving forward. Okay. All is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. Wow. Yeah. We went with number 10 to number 1. It's time for a fresh start. And this is Mother Earth herself is changing her frequency. She's aligning to something bigger and better. She's aligning to 5D consciousness energy. And that's where it starts. And from there, it just kind of catapults, it just climbs. And she's bringing us into this place where we can not just survive, but we can thrive. And we can have not only the things that we need, but the things that we desire. And this is a time I'm seeing just, she's showing me the world I used to dream of as a kid, where we don't have to pay all the bills and work our lives away at a job that doesn't make us happy, and, mundane things that no longer bring us fulfillment and joy, because there's so many other things that we have to focus on and worry about. And she's bringing us, sorry, this keeps falling, this is really, bear with me. We're figuring things out. There we go. That should be better. Okay. So, hopefully you can hear me okay. If not, let me know. I can move things around again. But we are moving into this time that I envisioned as a child, and she's showing it to me, where I got to travel as much as I wanted and do all the things that I wanted to whenever I wanted to. It was complete freedom. It's a definition of freedom. And essentially, freedom is when we get connected to ourselves and to the planet. Freedom is interconnectedness. But we were kind of taught that freedom is something separate from ourselves that someone else grants us. Someone else has to give us that freedom. Or we can't be free until we do X, Y, and Z and we work this hard and then we retire and then we can do whatever we want. We have, 15, maybe 20 years to do whatever we want when we could have had our entire lives. So, yeah, she's showing me this absolute freedom that is going to be accessible to us. Obviously, not like instantly, not right away. This is something that it takes time to create because old systems have to fall away before we could get to this place. And that is what her elevating our consciousness does, is it basically takes any shadow elements and throws them away. Anything that's not going to survive in this consciousness elevation is going to crumble, and in the best way possible to make space for what's meant for us, the blessings that she wants to bring in. Um, and it is all in perfect timing. It really truly is. And she's saying that like trust the process. There's a lot of butterflies in this deck in general, but not on every card. And as I'm looking through, I'm finding all the cards that don't have butterflies on them. But these two cards have blue butterflies on them. And this is the Archangel Michael deck. So she had me take out my Earth Magic deck and the Sword of Light Oracle, Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is working very closely with Mother Earth in this process and is helping us as individuals and as a collective to raise this consciousness, but also to help us get rid of what we don't need anymore, to shed the layers of fear and doubt and insecurity and the aspects of ego that are holding us back. He's helping us blaze through all of that. Ooh, okay. And I love this imagery with the door opening to the light as well, because that is us following these golden coins. And the golden coins are divine inspiration. This is an egoless inspiration. This comes from the heart and soul to want more and to show up as a better version of yourself, not only for you in your life, but for us as a collective. Okay, so let's see. Up next, clarifying the crystal's focus card is You Are Protected. And as I was talking about how Archangel Michael is helping us in this process, Archangel Michael is the Archangel of protection. He says, You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. We are going to be pulled out of our comfort zones in a lot of ways, and that can be scary, and you may not feel safe in that process, but you absolutely are. You are, because you are safe in becoming that new version of yourself. He is protecting us as we evolve. And this is also kind of tying into as things fall out of your life and as things fall away around us. This is him saying, this is protection. This is a form of protection. These things falling apart is a form of protection from spirit, from the universe. So that you don't have to, like, it's like the things that we didn't realize were draining us, things that we didn't realize were holding us back and keeping us from what we were working towards. He's helping us shed those layers. And he's protecting us in the process and moving us into what's better, the light through the door, that higher consciousness. And with higher consciousness, our physical reality shifts and changes as well. And things become brighter and more beautiful and more just chock full of love. All right, so let's clarify this last one. Okay, so Mother Earth and Archangel Michael want to speak on the fear levels on the planet. And while they are certainly justified with some of the things that are happening, she wants to remind us that change isn't always pretty. It's often messy, and uh, a lot of things get sacrificed in that change process. And she says, I'm so sorry for the suffering that's happening on the planet right now. And this is just, it's not necessarily orchestrated by her. it's humanity, and humanity's process is a little bit different than hers. So she's making sure that she can elevate us as quickly as possible so the suffering can stop. But she needs us to be on her side. She needs us to see that love is the answer. Love is everything that we need to pursue these dreams, to get us to where the suffering doesn't exist in mass quantities. It's a place where, see, it's like she can see the light, she can see the bigger picture, and she's saying she's guiding us towards this world, this place where we can truly thrive and love ourselves to love everybody else. And in that comes harmony and peace and acceptance and way less suffering, way less suffering. And there's an understanding here that that was the point the whole time, is love in all its many beautiful forms. Um, so trust in the divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Yes, she's taking us to where we need to be, but she needs us to support her in this process. Do what you can to take care of yourselves, she's saying, as a whole, as humans, and to take care of the planet and everything else on it. Ah, God, it's like when we destroy the planet and the living creatures on it, it's like a blow to the gut for her. It's like, how could you do this to yourselves? How could you do this to yourselves? She wants us to respect the animals. Um, Hunting for sport is not cute. um, and it's like disrespecting your household pets as well is something she wants to speak to. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay. The way that we treat ourselves gets reflected on the way that we treat others, and that includes animals. Wow. You can just think about that one. The way that you treat yourself gets reflected on others. That also ties into that message at the beginning of the rose quartz going into the malachite, like your self-love, channel that directly into the planet. Everyone and everything on it, all that love that you hold within yourself, channel it into everything else that you touch, everything else that you do, everyone that you speak to, everything you come across, channel your love into it. Love is not a finite resource. There's plenty of it for us to keep for ourselves, to give to everyone and everything else. There's always enough love. We live in an abundant universe, and there's just plenty to go around. Please respect others, especially the animals, because they're going to play a huge part in this as well. Respect the plants, respect the land as a whole, and respect yourselves and respect each other. We are all in this together as we raise the consciousness. How else can we support Mother Earth in this process? Okay, we have the spring equinox, rebirth. This is the image on the front of the deck too. Love that. I believe that's supposed to be a depiction of Gaia herself. So how can we support Mother Earth in this process? It really, really, really just starts on the individual level. Take care of yourselves first. We focus on, okay, focusing your time and attention on yourself and being the best version of you. It's not to ignore everything else that's happening in the world. It's because this is the only place we can start to actually make a change, is within ourselves. That's where the difference is. Because If we can't show up with purity and authenticity and unconditional love and compassion, then we're not going to get to the place where we're going, where we're supposed to be. We're not going to get to experience the things that we are meant to. So we have to start within. Challenge yourself to do better and be better. Notice where love exists within you and around you. And just keep channeling that. Bring yourself back to love. And she's saying, find a support system, find a group, find people who understand what you're going through. Find people who can help you and support you through that process as you become your best self. And be willing to get vulnerable with yourself to say, I really suck in this department, and that's okay. But it's also somewhere that I want to thrive. So how can I work with myself to make that possible? You can ask your guides, you can ask the angels, you can ask Mother Earth herself. The archangels will absolutely come and help you. Ask Archangel Michael to show you the way, to clear your path, to help you support planet Earth on this ascension. But it starts here. And that's how we're able to build everything else. We are just one little piece of the puzzle. And in order for everything to fit together perfectly with no gaps and to create the beautiful picture that we have envisioned, then we need to be able to show up and do our part. All right. And it's always one that lands on the floor. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Okay, so this is gratitude, being grateful for the blessings that you have. But it's also being open to allowing other blessings to come in for you as well. So this is noticing the blessings and welcoming in more blessings, essentially. She says, look at the beauty that exists around you. Even just every day, like I'm looking out my window and I see green. I see green trees, I see green grass, I can see the birds flying between the trees. That makes me happy. That puts a smile on my face. That's something I enjoy very, very much. And it's little things like that that she wants us to feed our appreciation into. And she's saying, when you look in the mirror, are you able to tell yourself that you love yourself? Are you able to say, I love that person staring back at me? That's also a good place to start. Being grateful for your mind, body, and soul. Being grateful for everything that you are and everything that you have, down to the sheets on your bed. Like, just, there's so many things to be grateful for. Share that gratitude as much as you possibly can. And just live in that space of love. And that's not to say there isn't room for the more difficult emotions, because there absolutely is, and there's gratitude to be had for those too, because they point us in the direction to where we need to be headed. I'm going to take a second to answer this question here. Should Christians avoid tarot cards and astrology? The Bible clearly teaches against many use of the divination. So, no, not to be avoided. This is a very sacred act. This is something that is our own personal spiritual practice, but also we are connecting to the highest good, right? And so there's nothing to be afraid of here, essentially. I was never raised in religion or the Christian faith, so I do not know. I don't know what it's like to come from that and come here and see this. But this is as sacred as prayer. Hopefully that's okay to say. All are welcome here in this space. All are welcome here in this space. All we do is share love. That's all we do. We spread the divine messages and we share love. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Guess two of them. Let's go. All right. So we are giving gratitude for all the blessings that exist around us. We don't have to ignore the difficult emotions because they are guiding us to somewhere that we need to see and be as well. Um, let's see. It's finding the divinity in everything. It's seeing from such a higher perspective and from such a place of love that um, divinity is everywhere. It's existing in every single thing. What's up? As I get a canine visit. Okay, so we have two cards of water. We have the river with movement, and we have the rain, purification. Because my mind is all consumed by everything Taylor Swift right now. Um, the song Clean by Taylor Swift is coming through. Um, so this is water is going to be a huge part in this as well. Water cleanses and purifies, but water also holds memory. So there's ancient wisdom in the waters around us, and not even just like ancient wisdom of civilization, but of the planet before humans were even here. The planet before anything else lived here, other than like microorganisms. Um, and there's spiritual consciousness in the water. Tap into that. Tap into that. Um, that's one of the ways that I think Mother Earth is going to speak to us is through water. She's going to send us messages and signals through water. And I don't want to like spread any fear here, but this is just what's coming through is that there could be flooding. There could be flooding that takes place to cleanse and purify the land itself, to shift the energy on Earth, to just move things around. And gosh, one beautiful example is the tsunamis that we had um, not too long ago, and they were not very destructive. And that's kind of what I'm seeing is everyone's like, oh, mass flooding, like it's gonna wipe out all the coastal cities. Everyone's gonna be screwed. It's gonna be destructive. No, it's gonna be cleansing. It's not going to be on the scale to which everything's destroyed. That's not the point. The point is not to take out the physical. It's to wipe away the energy. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, just a second. Sip my now cold tea. So that's kind of what she's saying. She's like, I'm not here for mass destruction. I'm here for cleansing the planet. And that's what it's gonna be. Washing away the energy that's not needed anymore. She's not aiming to she's not aiming for destruction. That's all she's saying. And lots of rain to cleanse and purify the planet too. Water is showing up differently. The water is showing up differently on the planet to cleanse energies and to remind us who we are and what it is that we need to be doing here. Um, yeah, so spend time by the water, understand the water. It's like send messages to the water and you'll get your answers through spirit. That's really cool. It's like this little loop. Like it's like putting a letter in the mailbox and then the mail carrier takes it to that person. Like send your send ooh, that's what she's saying. Put your own guidance, wisdom, and intuition into the water and she will distribute it to everybody else. Oh, that's cool. So it's not asking questions and getting answers. It's putting your own wisdom and your own guidance and intuition into the water. And if it's not meant to be there, she will cleanse it. But If it's meant to be shared with the world, she will rain it down over the masses. Wow. I've been doing this for years, and some of these, every reading amazes me. Anyway, can you be patient? Can you be patient? She's like, you're talking about nature, and I want to be out there in it, but you're going to be so patient. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, that's a really, really cool message. And even in the rain card, there's a little stream here. Kind of hard to see. Streams are honestly some of my favorite forms of water. Um, Streams in the ocean. So, okay, yeah, those are those messages there. Purification, but also, yeah, movement. It's purification so that we can move forward. The water's going to purify us so that we can move things in the right direction. Wow. I just watched a reading on YouTube the other day, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember the creator's name, and I feel so bad. I just click on things, and if I like it, I like it, and I can subscribe to someone and not know the name of their channel. Sorry, but she did channel messages from water, from the element water, and they were amazing. Um, Gosh, I'm gonna go have to find her channel and share it in a post or something. Um, because those messages were really beautiful, and I really love water's playing a huge role for us right now. It really, really is. And where are my water signs at? Where are my water signs at? Pisces here. So the water elements are going to play, the water element people, people with zodiac signs in the water element, there we go, are going to play a big role in this evolution and the purity of mankind, because we are so tapped into the heart space and the emotional body, um, that we can be advocates for the earth and its living things. Okay, one more message. No, one more message from Archangel Michael to wrap it up. There we go. Okay. So this is not my first time going live on YouTube, but it's my first time doing it on my phone. And I think that's why I'm not able to share links, and you guys aren't able to share links, and that's totally fine. But if anybody here wants a personal card pull for channeled messages from Mother Earth, just leave a little heart emoji in the comments, and I can do that. Please, no personal questions. I will not be answering your personal questions. You will only be getting channeled messages from Mother Earth, and it will just be a couple of cards, and that will be that. Stop. Let's go. Okay. Archangel Michael coming in with the number 40. You're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. So this doesn't have to just be career related, but I did see another creator in the comments. If your career has to do with helping others, if your career has to do with leveling the consciousness on this planet in some way or fashion, that is going to be undergoing some kind of up-leveling, positive changes. And this is a direct reflection of you growing and blossoming as well, because then the things that you put your energy into are going to grow and blossom too. But you're ready for more. You're ready for more. That's the big message. You are ready for more. And that is coming under the blessings card. So you're ready for more blessings. You're ready for more movement. You're ready for more positive changes. And it's time. It's time to grow. It's time to grow. All right. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Those are our messages, channeled messages from Mother Earth herself. Wow, some good stuff here. really, really beautiful messages. So thank you everybody for watching. Um, let me just hang on. Let me pop through and see who we got here. All right. Juniper's got a heart. Drew's got a heart. Matt and Lindsay got a heart. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do those personal card pulls. Let me get all of this cleaned up real quick. Okay. Juniper, I'm going to start with you. Here we go. The link that you posted didn't actually come through, which is totally fine. I'm not super worried about it. All right. Let's get into it. Oh, Miss Ma'am. There must be a bunny out there. Ooh. Ooh. Juniper, do you remember what we were doing on the summer solstice? When that river card came out, of course, I thought of you. And then you just got summer solstice. Radiance. What? Oh, yeah. Yep. There's buns. Oh, stop. I love this. Okay, so summer solstice, radiance. It's time for you to shine your light. It's time for you to be your best self. It's time for you to put yourself out there. It's time for you to grow in ways that you haven't yet. It's time for you to accept the abundance that is available to you, the blessings that are already actively here in your existence and in your reality. It's just time. It's time. And you've been talking about burning things away. The sun wants to help you do that. You can ask the sun's energy to help you burn what's not serving you anymore. Ask that radiance to shine down on you. And every time you look at the sun, think of yourself being filled with confidence. They're saying exuberance too. So, I mean, that. Being filled with confidence and positivity, and just feel yourself being uplifted. And then we have, okay, hummingbirds might be significant for you, but the number 21, open up to your spiritual gifts. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Drops card. Card drop. Enough said. Yeah, open up to your spiritual gifts. This is why you've been feeling that Piscean energy. Yeah. It's time for you to allow your intuition to run the show a little bit. Open up to your gifts and abilities and be grateful that you have them, but also like lean into them and see where they can take you. Because there's something there for you. There's something there for you. Remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. All right. Those are your messages, Juniper. Thank you for joining and supporting always. I did not tell you to look at the sun. I'm not liable. I'm not liable if you stare into the sun. Yes, yeah, that's gonna, connecting to your spiritual gifts is going to help you realize what is fear-based in your life. It's very, very true. It kind of shines a light on that stuff and burns it away. Oh. Okay, next on the hearts, we'll go Drew, and then Matt and Lindsay, if you're still here, just drop another heart emoji so that I know that you're still here, so I can pull your card. I do have you are my biggest fan. I do have I'd say three of my biggest fans in this live right now, and then only one of them is missing. Only one of my biggest fans is missing. Ooh. Yeah. Stop. Okay, Drew. You've got love. Of course, you got love coming through, compassion, love and compassion. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Your ego's holding you back from certain levels of love and compassion. Um, but you knew that, and that's gonna come to an end, but you have to let yourself be vulnerable with it. Um, I'm hearing let your heart be held by somebody else. Um, Stepping into deeper levels of compassion, there's going to be a level of transparency in that. It's like opening your heart up with a level of transparency that you've never seen before, but allows you to. Okay, so it's allowing someone else to hold your heart and saying, I trust you with this. But taking away, because there's an aspect of you that feels like if this goes wrong, I will feel betrayal. I will feel guilt. I'll feel hard on myself for even putting myself in that position in the first place. It's the like what ifs. It's like what if X, Y, and Z happens and it was all for nothing and you're gonna be like, oh, this is why I don't open up. This is why I don't give people my heart. This is why I'm not compassionate towards everybody because not everybody deserves compassion. And it's that whole like diatribe that you go on after getting hurt. And it's like, that's not compassion, that's not love. And this isn't to shame you or tell you that you're wrong or for feeling those things. It's like the duality that can exist in that. And that acknowledgement of those things coming up just shows you where there's still more growth to be done, but also what old ways of thinking still exist in you that don't align with what you believe in right now, which is that love rules everything. Love is the answer. So it's that kind of push and pull that you're experiencing, and try not to get overwhelmed by it. Oh, well, let's just read this next card, shall we? Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. That's a message from Archangel Michael. Your loved ones are safe. Your loved ones are safe. They are protected and they're being looked after. So you don't have to worry. Those feel like two separate messages there, but both things that you needed to hear, obviously. So that's what's coming out for you. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. And so this is, yeah, this is kind of talking about the process of you giving your heart to somebody and trusting that it's going to be okay no matter what happens. No matter what happens, because you have yourself. You have your own back. And you're not saying, here, take my heart. It's all I have to give you. And like, it's not the bleeding heart love. It's not like sacrificing everything for some. It's like, I trust you with my emotions and my feelings. And if you betray me, well, that's on you. It's not a reflection of who I am as a person because I showed up authentically and transparently. And boom, done. Okay. Yeah, those are your messages, Drew. I'm gonna leave that there. Um, okay. Did I make you cry? I'm not sorry I made you cry. That's good. Express that emotion. Okay, so next. Let me pop my phone up here. Okay. All right, Matt and Lindsay. Let's see. Which one of you is here? Which one of you, Matt and Lindsay, or is it both of you? Okay. We're going to take the one because we will not take four. Okay. Okay. All right, awesome. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome. Thanks for being here, sharing your time with us, and hopefully these messages resonate. Okay. So we have the mountain with strength here. Ooh, okay. And then it's being coupled with a card that says take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. So there is like, okay, I'm getting this energy of you like staying strong. On the outside, you're staying strong for everybody else. You're staying strong because you don't want to show, weakness or emotion or anything that could be taken advantage of, the vulnerability. And so you're staying strong, but inside you're struggling so much with your thought patterns and suppressing your emotions and just holding everything in. And this key here, put that key in that lock and turn the key because the floodgates are opening. You cannot hold this in anymore. It's, I'm hearing it's bad for your health to hold this in. It's not serving you. You have a higher purpose that's not being explored. So it's no longer holding in or holding back, but it's also just examining your thought patterns. Which ones are harming you and which ones are helping you. And don't get hard on yourself for this. You might, default to that. That's okay, but you don't need to be hard on yourself for this because our brains are like computers that get hardwired. Like, it's just we absorb information and we take it in and we hold it as truth, and that doesn't mean that it is true. We get to consciously decide what stays and what is held true for us personally. um, so if you want to believe some of these negative thought patterns, that is your right to do so. You have free will. But if you see negative thought patterns and you say, that's not how I want to live my life, that's not how I want to think about things, then you absolutely have the power and control to change that. And it may not be easy. It takes time. It's like exercising a muscle, right? You're going to start and you're going to feel weak and you're not going to see results right away or whatever, but the more you stay with it and rewiring those thought patterns, you're going to get those results and you're going to see the difference that it makes for you. And it's going to be very impactful. And people around you are going to notice that you're not the person that you were before. They're going to notice the sunshine that radiates from within you. And there are people who are going to be like, that is so beautiful to see. The people closest to you who love and care about you are going to watch you shine and think it's the most amazing thing on the planet. And there's other people that be like, you're not who you used to be. You've changed. Like, and it's just because your growth and your evolution is no longer, for lack of better words, this is what's coming through for me. It's no longer feeding into their bullshit. You're no longer serving them in a way that benefits them. And that's okay because those weren't reciprocal relationships anyway. And so those might fall apart and fall away. But it really is, you're going to know, you're just going to feel in your heart so much more deeply what's real for you and what is not. What should be part of your experience and what should not be part of your experience. Okay? I think that's everything there. Okay. Awesome. Those are your messages, Lindsay. Thank you for showing your support here today. For anyone who doesn't already follow my my channel, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the stuff and things, please do. Um, and you can share this live with anyone who you think would benefit from these messages. Yeah, so I am going live tomorrow on Instagram doing channel messages on a different topic. You're welcome, Lindsay. Different topic tomorrow on Instagram, but I will be over there if you want to join me on Instagram for the live. And then I'm not sure. Honestly, Facebook is kind of my favorite place to go live, so I'm probably going to do that more. But Facebook and YouTube for sure. TikTok's more experimental for me. Instagram feels a little bit more like a wasteland, but I still spend time over there. Anyway, that's that. And thank you all again for being here, listening to these channel messages from Mother Earth. She had a lot to say, and we should take it seriously. That's the energy, is we should take it very seriously. But still have fun, she says, but still have fun. Balance. All right. Thank you, Juniper. Oh, wait, y'all can jump off if you want to. Um, there is, we'll just do that later. Anyway, yeah, we're done. Sorry for my brain scrambles. That is everything, and thank you all for joining. Subscribe to my channel, check out my previous videos, and stay in touch for future updates. And enjoy the rest of your day.